Today we will talk about our trip to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I will show you the total amount, how much the trip cost us, and will explain in details all the expenses. All the data I keep in the spreadsheet I always use to plan our vacations, and in the end of this video I will give you a link to download a template for free. Hello everyone, I'm Irene, and on this channel I talk about our family life, how we manage our money, our budget, what expenses we have, our net worth, and many other things. My husband Mike and I live in South Florida. We are immigrants and live in the US for about 3 years now. Now, when you know a little bit more about us, let's move to that part of the video where I will explain how much our trip to the Smokies cost us. So we decided to take a road trip to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The plan was to travel for 16 days and our budget was $3,500. But during the trip we got sick, so needed to finish our trip earlier, and so traveled for only 12 days. Why we stick to the road trip, you will ask? Well, due to the pandemic, rules in different states change every day, and we didn't want to deal with planes and all the tests. We also decided that traveling in our own car will be more convenient and cheaper. So after determining the type of transportation, we needed to budget for gas. We planned to spend 16 days in vacation and budgeted $35 for each 2 days, or in total is $280. We plan to save on gas by using a Get Upside app to get cash back and find gas stations with good prices on gas. I also budgeted $10 for tolls and $10 for other fees like parking or car wash. In total on transportation we planned to spend $300, but actually we spent $263, so saved about $37. Next goes lodging. How to save on lodging? First, use points on the credit cards if you use them. Next tip is to check offers from the company where you work. My husband works at OfferUp and they offer the employees discounts on hotels, plane tickets and attractions. We use this discount when travel to Las Vegas, but for Great Smoky Mountains we didn't find a good deal. Another way to save is to book your lodging on Booking.com through your personal account. My husband has his account on Booking for years now, and Booking offers for him special prices cheaper than if booking the room directly on the hotel's website. Before pandemic, it was easy to save using Airbnb and book your lodging there. But for the last 2 years, we noticed that Airbnb prices even for a room are way higher than prices at motels and hotels. You can save some money only if you will book on Airbnb same place for several weeks. This way you will save on cleaning services and the total cost will be cheaper than booking several places in different locations. Google can also help you save money. Search for vacation rentals, cabin rentals, hotels, motels, extended stays near you. Visit hotel websites like Holiday Inn, Best Western and try to get a one-time deal or a discount for a new client. Google for Expedia hotels and find a good deal on Expedia website. So we decided we will stay at hotels and motels, and before starting the trip we booked only first 3 nights because we already knew where we want to go on the first 3 days. Then the plans may change, so for the rest of the nights we were booking the rooms a couple of hours before arriving based on our location. For 15 nights in the hotels or motels we budgeted $1,950 or $130 average per night. When planning your vacation, always check how much the lodging will cost you in different days of the week in the location you are traveling to. According to our observations, prices go up drastically closer to the weekend, and prices in small towns in the middle of the mountains are way higher than prices in towns about 20 to 30 miles farther from the park. For example, in a Econo Lodge at Pigeon Forge, for 3 nights in the beginning of the week we spent $160. The hotel was recently renovated, clean, offered fast Wi-Fi and free 24 hours a day coffee and juice. Meanwhile, at Bryson City, Aka in the middle of the park, we spent only 2 nights, Wednesday through Friday, and paid $166. This was the cheapest price we could find. On weekend, the prices skyrocketed to like $150 to $250 per night, so we traveled 30 miles to Hendersonville and stayed at a Econo Lodge for $156 per night. Overall, the average price per night cost us $88. We spent 11 nights in the trip and saved $985, mainly because skipped 4 nights. But even if I will compare $130 we budgeted per night with the actual average, I will see that we saved about $42 on each night, or $465 in total. Next category is food and drinks. Budget here is $557. Here are all the tips we use to save money in this category. We took some food items we already had at home in our pantry because had an ability to travel in our car. Another tip is to check what stores are there in the area you will travel to and decide where it's better to shop. When planning a trip, I personally check the stores on Google Maps and save them to favorites so I can see quickly the dots on the map which represent the stores I prefer, and when we drive in that area I can ask my husband to visit the store and buy what we need. And also it helps to plan the day because I can see what places we want to visit, where we plan to finish the day, and how far the store is from that location. To save on food, buy items the store has on sale. I use the Flip app to find out which items are on sale based on my current zip code. Good idea is to upload your receipts to the cashback apps and earn points or cashback. I personally use Ibotta, Fetch Rewards, Shopkick and ReceiptPal. All the links will be in the description box below. To save on eating out, we prefer ordering only one meal for the 2 of us. This way we don't have any leftovers and don't need to worry where to store the leftovers, so the food will not go bad, and besides we will pay less. Eating at fast food restaurants can save you money also. We personally visit fast food restaurants only when going on vacation and love checking local fast food restaurants. For example, Cookout fast food restaurant chain is a pretty cheap but good quality fast food restaurant. We saw their restaurants in Tennessee, North Carolina and South Carolina. We visited Cookout only once in North Carolina and loved their prices and the quality of the food. For 2 of us, we ordered a chicken wrap, a burger, 2 sides for each of us, milkshake, cheerwine drink, and we paid $13.89. Overall, we were impressed how many food we got for this money. We also love visiting local diners and not fashion restaurants. The diners are not so fancy, but they have their own personal style, serve tasty food, most of the time they are family owned, and it's nice to support a small business. Another way to save is to use gift cards to buy coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts or similar places. You can get these cards by earning points in the apps you use, and then when you plan a trip, get the gift card from the app, redeem it and buy coffee without spending your own money. In our case, we had gift cards from my husband's work but couldn't use them at Kroger in Georgia. Looks like gift cards can be used only at freestanding Starbucks stores and not at Starbucks that partner with Kroger or other stores and is located inside the store. So let's check our food expenses. We spent $135 at the grocery stores, $87 for visiting 2 fast food restaurants, 2 diners, and 1 restaurant at Pigeon Forge that had 18,000 reviews on TripAdvisor, so we had to check it, and we didn't regret it. $6 we paid for coffee at Starbucks, and in total we spent $230, and that means we saved $330. Speaking about things to do, I include here all the tickets to the attractions we want to visit, any museums, shows, parks or workshops. Tours are also included in this category, and we planned to spend in this category $250. In this trip we paid only $5 for visiting a state park in Georgia to check the highest Georgia waterfall, and $150 for the Great Smoky Mountains railway trip. Mike loves trains, so we couldn't skip this trip, and so spend this money for a one-day railway trip on a steam-powered train. We bought a one-day excursion and traveled from Bryson City to the town of Dillsboro and back. It is a great experience. We enjoyed every minute, and if you have kids, I definitely recommend you buy this train excursion. I will leave you a link to the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad website in the description box below. In total, we spent about $155 and so saved $95. Finally, shopping and gifts category. We spent $0 in this category while the budget was $150. This year we decided to buy local food items as gifts for our friends, so included these expenses into the food and drinks category. And now let's check the results. On average, per traveler per day, we spent $67 and our main expense was lodging. For transportation and food, we spent roughly same amount of money, and the smallest category is things to do, where we spent only 10% of our total expenses. If we will go back to our $3,500 budget, we can see that actually we have about $1,890 left over. During this trip, we also used a new credit card we got from Bank of America. It's technically our old card, but renewed with new rules and better cashback. This card had an offer. If we spend $1,000 in 90 days after activating the card, we will get $200 cashback. And we spent more than $1,000 while being on vacation, so easily got the reward. This is our last tip how to save on vacation. Get a credit card before going on the trip, and while traveling spend the needed amount and get your bonus or cashback or any other deal the card is offering. Then if you want, you can close the card, but keep in mind that this can hurt your credit score. So counting that $200 cashback, I can say that our 12 days vacation cost us only $1,410. I am pretty happy with the amount of money we managed to save, and I must say both of us really enjoyed the trip and would definitely recommend visiting this park to others. To get the spreadsheet I am using in this video, use a link in the description box below. You will get a Google Sheets file and it's completely free. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to watch other videos. In the next video, I will show you 10 best places to visit in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. See you soon! Bye!